Wow.
I like that. Gangster, give it to him one more time for the one time.
Wow.
Welcome to Mind the Major, where I say use your mind, don't lose your mind, don't get left behind, become a mind. We family over here. Come on over. Yeah, we got one today. Yeah, today we gonna be joined by the one and only Terrance Gangsta Williams. And for those of y'all that been stuck under a rock for maybe like the last 30 years, let me get you up to speed. Terrance Gangsta Williams is the brother of Cash Money Records CEO, Baby, Slim as well. You know what I mean? And he's been home for a little over 6 months or whatever after doing a 24-year bid. Yeah, 24. You ask him, he'll say 23 and some this, that, there. But I'm going to just call it 24. Matter of fact, I'm going to just call it straight up a quarter. You know what I mean? Just say a quarter in the federal penitentiary. Alright? But there's been a little controversy as far as him having his freedom goes. But before we get into all of that, let me get the man his proper introduction, right? Are you a Lil Wayne fan? Are you a Juvenile fan? Are you a BG fan? Are you a Hot Boy Turk fan? Are you a fan of the Hot Boys, period? Are you a Drake fan? Are you a Nicki Minaj fan? Let's just say all of that may very well not even have existed had it not been for this brother, the originator of the whole Hot Boy thing, period. And it's been documented, it's been co-signed by so many people that he's the originator of the whole Hot Boy. When you mention Hot Boys, this is him. This is his creation. You know what I mean? Terrance Gangsta Williams. But let's dive into just a tad bit of the controversy. And then we'll get into it, really dive into it at the end, towards the end of the video. But like I said earlier, he had actually he was sentenced to life plus something. But the something doesn't even really matter if you got life, right? I never really understood that. Why they would even go as far as to say, I'm sentencing you to life plus, what did you just, why you adding insult to injury? You know what I mean? You already gave me life. After I die, you're going to wake me up and make me do this other 25? You know what I mean? I don't get it. But anyway, he was sentenced to life, right? But let's just say he beat the system, right? And he was actually able to get out of that life sentence, right? And we'll dive into that, like I said, a little bit later towards the end of the video. We'll go in deep, right? But just think, like what I said earlier, all these groups that I named that were part of Cash Money Records could have very well not even have existed had it not been for Terrance Gangsta Williams. And you say, well, how's that? If he was in jail for 24 years, what do you mean? We're going to get into all of that, right? But anyway, wait a minute, let me make sure he's in the back Gangsta, you in the back? All right, all right, all right. Matter of fact, like I said, one more time for the one time.
Wow.
All right, but anyway, Terrance Gangsta Williams actually has his own podcast, right? The original Hot Boy, Gangsta dash the original Hot Boy, right? And then he has another one that he does with Queen Franz, the Cappity Cat podcast, right? Anybody that's viewing this, I would ask that you go visit both of those, you know what I mean, YouTube pages. Like, subscribe, all that junk. I'm saying like, subscribe on their joints. I ain't get to the stuff yet, so before I bring on Terrance Gangsta Williams, I'm gonna need all y'all to put some pressure on that like button. Turn around, put some pressure on that subscribe button. Matter of fact, put some pressure on that bell as well. You know what I mean? So you can get all my future content. You heard me? All the future content. Just to make sure you get all of it, when you hit the bell, press all. You know what I mean? So you can get all the content that I put out. That being uploaded videos or live broadcasts. And the live broadcasts, I promise you, are going to be just that. Live. You know what I mean? But anyway, I usually tap into Gangsta live broadcasts when I can catch them. You know what I mean? And that I had a statement or whatever that he happened to pull up on one of his lives or whatever. Let's roll the clip.
I like this question right here. Man, Major Baltimore, you seem to be truly enjoying your freedom. Stay humble and keep doing your thing, brother. Listen, I really am enjoying my freedom. I promise you I am. It's a beautiful thing out here, man, and I wish there's a lot of other guys I wish could get a taste of this and see this. So I don't plan to go back. You know, like I say, I just entertain certain stuff when I see an opportunity that I can get paid off it. But I'm not going back to the streets. I don't have no hatred for none of them dudes. Actually, they help me out, and I appreciate them, because you got to keep in mind is this. Well, you got people like Nino Kelvin, he have like 150,000, something like that, followers on Instagram. You got people like Boosie that had millions of followers on his Instagram, but then he got millions of viewers on Vlad that speak about me, mention my name. Now you have other people who don't know about me, who haven't heard of me. Now they want to know what's up. So, my sister Winnie, Safi said something, but shout outs. Send that comment back. Yeah, so. Alright, man.
What did you guys
this what it is, you know?
think about?
It's feels good to be free.
He just
I don't
said,
have to worry about stand-up comedy. I don't have to lock down. What time? What's it?
You know what I mean?
Right now,
it's a short
clip
lunch
or whatever, so they might be at work call right now.
I think he said it up.
Whatever. You know, might be on lockdown for a fight right now.
Now,
so at the end
I
of the
want to
day,
get into
I've been
some
on here
other things.
over my time. But
I might call it.
I just wanted to come out and
right?
show love.
As a matter of fact, I told y'all earlier.
You know, like I say before I hang up,
Birdman was going to maybe.
I spoke out of ignorance when I said Boosie was in Angola in 2005.
I was trying to get Birdman.
He wasn't in 2005 for Katrina. But like I said, I know he reached out to me through this guy about me buying a book of his that he had, and
Birdman's in the back.
And I sent word back to the homes in Angola to say, you know, make sure you're all right, make sure you're good.
There's been a lot of controversy in reference to your brother being home. I'm not sure if you had any heads up as far as him being released or whatever, but when you saw that first video on the internet, like a lot of other, like a lot of us saw, whatever. What was your, you know what I mean? What was your whole take on it?
I thought that was gangster.
Okay. All right. Being that it's being said that he was hit that snitch allegation on him or whatever. What do you think about that? How do you feel about that?
I thought that was gangster.
Okay. Oh, thank you for your time. Yeah, I mean, I know you're a busy man. Don't want to hold you. You know what I mean? But anyway,
Wow.
you wild, gangster. You wild. But anyway, like I said, I wanted to really dive into the whole thing as far as him coming home. Now, he says he's been pretty candid in reference to what happened and what he did or whatever, and he's fine with whatever comes with it. It appears, but it said that he helped them people close some cases, some murder cases or whatever, and in doing that, the murder cases that he helped them solve, the perpetrators in those cases are deceased. So it's not like no one went to prison. You know what I mean? In regards to him cooperating with them people, nobody else went to prison. So that's a big thing or whatever. Can one really consider that snitching when nobody else is going to prison? You know what I mean? Because you break this whole snitch you break the word snitch down, and you had some people will say, use the acronym, say sorry ninja, I'm trying to come home. You know what I mean? But you can't really use that because he didn't actually send nobody else to prison. So maybe you make up another word. I come up with something. Check this out. I would say snin dip. Sorry ninja, I'm not trying to die in prison. You know what I mean? Snin dip. You know what I mean? You know? But the whole thing is causing a lot of controversy, right? But the main question to ask is, what would the people that he gave up think? Do you think that those people would have a problem with him doing what he did to gain his freedom? Me, myself, if I rocked with somebody and we were on ride or die terms and I was no longer here and my comrade was behind that wall and had a chance to get his freedom, man, tell everything I did since birth. But that's just me. How do you guys feel? Comment section is wide open. Comment section is wide open. I mean, you got a lot of people that are really up in arms over this. You know what I mean? Oh, he's a snitch, he's a snitch, he's a snitch. But me, myself, it's a, you know what I mean? I'm kind of confused. I'm kind of stuck because when somebody does 24 years when they could have actually told something in the beginning. Now, this is what I'm saying. When I told you the whole, if it wasn't for him, you might not have had Cash Money Records as we all know it today. Here's the deal. When Gangsta was originally arrested and went to trial, they offered Gangsta a deal. They offered Gangsta 3 years. 3 years. If he would give up information on his brother, baby, right? And he said, nah, that's family. That's my family. I ain't doing that. He said, but they was offering him 25 to life without that deal. So he said, nah, I'm fall on my shield. Take this 25. You know, and this is what he was, this is what's being said, that he was thinking that he was copping out to. I'm going to do this 25. You know. Now, he basically did that 25. Before he said, okay, y'all played games with me, time for me to play games with y'all. You know what I mean? I did what I said I was agreed to do. I agreed to do 25. I did the 25. Show me the door. You know what I mean? Pretty much, show me the door. You know what I mean? So, now, 25 years, you think about it. 25 years before you make a move to get your freedom, and you still not putting nobody else in prison, right? 25 years. Man, you right now today, you got dudes that are out there clapping things. You know what I mean? Knocking noodles loose on some old showing up Alfredo Master type joint. You know what I mean? Alfredo Masters specialize in cooking noodles. You know what I mean? And when I say cooking noodles, I mean putting that heat to that 3-pound muscle of yours. You know what I mean? Making Alfredo. You know what I mean? Lead Alfredo. You know what I mean? But anyway, 25 years. Nowadays you got guys that'll be spilling their intestines in 25 minutes. In the first 25 minutes, they spilling their intestines. You know what I mean? Let alone 25 years. You know what I mean? Me, myself, and it's just me. I gotta take my hat off to the dude, man. Cause he finessed his way out of an L, man. He finessed his way out of an L without sending nobody else to jail. You know what I mean? Come on, man. You know what I mean? You gotta applaud. You know what I mean? You fell on your sword. I'm looking at the whole joint. You went in there, you took, you know what I mean, what you were being said, what the people was bringing to you, oh, you gonna have to do this. You went in there, chest out, all 10 on the ground. You know what I mean? Give me that. You dig what I'm saying? Then they got funky, you know what I mean? They got funky on you and threw something else in the mix, you know what I mean, to play games. Like, no, that wasn't part of the, you know what I mean? But I'm going to give you this, I'm going to do this quarter, though. I'm going to do this quarter, and then my mind going to be elsewhere. My mind going to be elsewhere of getting up out of here. You know what I mean? My mind gonna be elsewhere of getting up out of here. You know what I mean? But like I said, you gotta applaud him for finessing. You know what I mean? His way out of an L. You got people that go to court and get knocked and get smacked with that L, and what they do, they hit that law library trying to find a loophole to get up out that joint. He found a loophole, got up out that joint, without sending nobody else to jail. And he receiving a bunch of backlash. I mean, I can understand it to a degree, but on the same token, you know what I mean? When you got people, you get that fresh joint, it's always free this person, free that person. And I'm quite sure along the line, there were those chants of free gangster. You know what I mean? But now that gangster is free, Maybe it was some of the same people that was saying free gangster that are now saying, no, you should have died in there. You know what I mean? Kind of gives you a whole confusion, you know what I mean, deal with the game. You know what I mean? Alright, you want me free or you want me to die in there? You know what I mean? You my homie, you my peoples, you my family. You want me free or you want me to die in there? You know what I mean? What y'all think? Is the game kind of confusing to y'all? Has the game gotten confusing, as confusing to y'all as it has gotten to me? Comment section down there. Comment section down there. Put it in the comment section. Put the whole joint in the comment section. You know what I mean? Like I say, it ain't too many people that would have thought of that. And like I said, at the end of the day, the only people opinion that would matter in the situation as far as what he did are those guys whose names he gave up as far as those bodies to close those cases. If they were here, I mean, if they were able to speak, do you think that they would forgive Gangsta for doing this? Do you think they would applaud Gangsta for pulling that move off? Or do you think they would say, nah, man, you shouldn't have put my name in there. You should have stayed in there the rest of your life and died in there. So what type of relationship did Gangsta actually have with these two people? Now, I mean, I guess it was two people. I don't know if it was two people or more than two people. I don't know. But with these people whom he used to close these cases with the people. You know what I mean? Like I said, I can only speak for myself. If it was somebody I ran with and I was no longer here, there's nowhere in the world I would want to see my peoples stuck behind that wall if they had just a mere chance, you know what I mean, of getting out. You know what I mean? And then at the least, nobody else is going to prison. I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess our type of love, you know what I mean, is different. You know what I mean? I guess my type of love hit different than other people's love. You know what I mean? But, like I say, hope y'all enjoyed the video.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell and all so you get all the uploads and the lives, which will be indeed that, live. Because you know, I got that way with words, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you will definitely want to tap into one of the live broadcasts, which will be coming in the near future on a consistent basis. You know what I mean? But I'm wrapping this joint up. We will see. Oh, and the one thing that really, you know what I mean, made me started really watching, not started watching them, but kept me watching or whatever, is the fact that Gangsta was like, he's home, he's appreciating being home, and he wants to work with at-risk youth. You know what I mean? And like I say, people want to keep bashing them, whatever. I mean, that's your thing. But if that man want to work with at-risk youth, let him do that. It'll be seen, you know what I mean? it'll be seen whether or not he actually deserved his freedom. You know what I mean? Your actions are going to prove whether or not you actually was deserving of your freedom. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. You know what I mean? So hopefully he stays humble, helps a couple of the youth along the way. Like I say, I'm wrapping this up. Like button, subscribe button, comment, share. You know what I mean? All that. Make sure you do all that. Subscribe. Hit that bell. Bang your head on the bell. Bong, ding dong. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'd like to thank Terrance, Gangsta Williams for popping in. I'd like to thank Birdman for popping in. Last but not least, I'd like to thank
Cash Money
and all. You know what I mean? Till the next time. Great minds think alike. Everybody has greatness in them. You never know when somebody's going to come along, pull that greatness up out of you. So, till the next time, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, share. It's your boy C Major. 2 in the air.